Hey everybody, Jess here with Key Tarot. I'm going to do a real quick general reading. This is not zodiac sign specific. I hope you are all doing well. Let's say a quick blessing and we will find out who it's for, all right? Holy Spirit, thank you for being with us here today and in every breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. All righty, I'm gonna pull some cards here and see how you guys are doing. I'm going to start with this Tarot of Wonderland. Flipped up in the deck. I've got the 10 of Pentacles. What a good sign for you. This can be a windfall of money. This can be a promotion at work. This can be buying a new home. This is an energy of stability, settling in, cozy, warm vibes. Yep, everything you could ever want or need. Love it. I have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Interesting. Some of you may have lost a job recently. Some of you may have been unfocused at work recently. It feels like maybe you didn't want to continue doing the same thing that you'd been doing for a long time. Some of you may be choosing to let go of careers that you had spent a lot of time and energy, I'm hearing like devoted to for some time. It may have been part of your identity at some point. I am so-and-so and I am a blank. Some of you may have chosen to let go of that in lieu of creating careers for yourself. Some of you may have chosen to go into business for yourself. If that's the case, it feels like it's going to be a lucrative endeavor. I have the Eight of Swords on its side. Somebody you're not talking to here. Something you procrastinated. That's what it is. I have the King of Wands on the upright position. I have the Knight of Wands and I have the Strength card. Wow, we got a lot of fire sign energy on here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Doesn't have to be those zodiac signs or any of the genders that I call out, but this is an energy of someone who is taking action. You may have been waiting to do this for a while. You may have been worried that it wasn't going to work out. This really feels like someone who's focusing on their career and their finances, but it looks different than it used to. This is someone who's a go-getter. This is someone who says, I have the energy for it. This is someone who is challenging themselves to be strong in this situation. You may be finding a partner that works well for you in business. Whoever you are, there's just a lot of fire and a lot of heat coming off of this. You have a lot of drive. And I have the Fool card out. It actually came out in the upright position. Good. This is a new beginning. This may have been something you were afraid to begin at first, and now it feels like it's full steam ahead. Whoever you are, whatever it is that you're doing, it feels like you're about to jump down the rabbit hole, right? Somebody may have recently invested in themselves. Nice. You got a lot of Leo energy on here. This King of Wands is Leo. The Strength card is Leo. You got Aries on here twice too, because often the Fool is associated with Aries, and this Knight of Wands is actually Sagittarius, but you got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius on here. Well, actually I'm going to switch decks. Good point. Okay, I'm missing a deck. That's the problem. There we go. I'm going to use this Vice Versa Tarot to clarify. And give it a shuffle here. I have somebody here who stopped working for things that weren't working out for them. You may have been, this is why I think that you've left whatever position that you were previously in. I don't feel like you were getting enough money. I feel like you were always overlooked, possibly for promotion within a former corporation or company. And I have someone here who may be choosing to go off on their own with that Nine of Pentacles. That's someone who starts their own business. Very good. You know what? A lot of people will appreciate whatever it is you bring to the table. There's a lot of people who want to work with you. A surprising amount of people who want to support you in this endeavor. It feels like there was a point in your life when you started to recognize that you weren't being treated fairly, and you recognized that you had to be the person that got yourself out of that situation, and it's on to very happy things for you. I am so excited for you. I've got the Wheel of Fortune out there. That's Sagittarius energy, but this is being in the flow. All of a sudden, this is someone who's decided to take matters into their own hands with their career or their finances, go off on their own, start a business of their own, and saying, you know what, to hell with it. I can be successful in this because I have the energy for this. And it feels like other people feel like you do too. Whatever it is you're doing, people want to buy it. Whatever it is you're selling, they want it. Good job. This comes from a place of authenticity within yourself. The story of the Nine of Pentacles, which is the minor arcana of the Empress, is someone who starts a business for themselves. But this, it's usually depicted as the falconer, although in this one there's a white dove, but you know, whatever. It's usually the falconer, and it's a business owner who only sells falcons, but they have the best birds in town, so everyone comes to them. This Six of Wands is support from your community. This, whoever I'm reading for, it feels like you may have been through a lot. You may be a single parent. You may be on your own entirely, and it feels like you've had to work really hard to get yourself into this position of financial security. And to do that, you've had to let go of preconceived notions about what was right for you. You may have always been taught, well, you go to school, you graduate, you go to college, you get a degree, and then you go into business in whatever your degree is in. And it may not have panned out that way for you. You may have done all of those things and found that it didn't work for you for whatever reason. It feels like you're letting go of those stereotypes and kind of choosing to follow this more authentic vibe for yourself. You have a lot of energy for this though. And I feel like whoever you are, the environment you were previously in may have been a very competitive arena where you had people who may have been slanderous or gossipy, or people who had to win all the time. They just had to win. And you may have struggled in that. I've got 2 5s out here, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. And 5s are an energy of conflict and chaos that can bring about positive change in our lives once we decide we don't want to be interacting with that vibe anymore. This is someone who's choosing a more solitary path for themselves. Oh, yeah. Some of you have had to end things with someone, and that's good. And some of you haven't done this yet. Some of you have a business idea and you haven't started it yet. Some of you have this feeling that it's time for you to get out of whatever it is you're doing and focus on your own thing. And some of you have yet to pull the plug on this previous situation over here. And this is that procrastination energy. And with the 3 of Swords on its side here, there's someone who's afraid they're going to, there's a little bit of codependency here whenever we have someone that's worried about hurting maybe an employer or co-workers by leaving. But when it's time, it's time. And it feels like this is the right time for you. I think at some point soon, if you haven't already gotten here, you're going to start to appreciate what is valuable to you, and you're going to stop giving to this situation over here any longer. I have the Hierophant, which is also the number 5 here. That's Taurus energy, but this is someone who's turning their back on the status quo so that they can start something new by themselves. There's a brand new fresh energy here with the Fool card and the Hierophant in the reverse there. With the Ace of Wands, this is a brand new, very profitable, very energizing energy that's coming towards you, surrounding this Fool. It can't begin until you let go of these other things, though. It feels like whatever you were involved in previously here was kind of clogging up the works. It was like, say maybe you have a day job and then you also have a side hustle and you love your side hustle and you pour your heart and soul into your side hustle, and your day job has just continued to take up 40 hours a week or however long it is. And that 40 hours you could be spending making your side hustle become your only hustle, I don't know. There's somebody here who all of a sudden has the energy to see that through. And it's a good time to make a move. Wherever you were at before, you may have been carrying too much by yourself. You may be getting overworked and underpaid. I have a lot of people wanting to reach out to you in the near future. And whoever these people are that some of you are worried about leaving behind here with this Three of Swords on its side, they're going to love you anyway. They're going to love you anyway. I get the impression that whoever you are, you're very blessed. I saw the Star card in the pre-shuffle here, and I saw the Temperance card in the pre-shuffle, where you are very blessed. There are some unique talents that you have, and they are gifts that you were given so that you could share them with the world. Don't put the light under the bushel. Do you remember that song, This Little Light of Mine song? Don't put your light under the bushel. Let it shine. Let your freak flag fly, right? You're going to be surprised how much support you have from other people about doing this. And even these people that you're worried about disappointing, they're not going to be disappointed. They're going to be happy for you. You're doing what is meant for you to do. And if they aren't happy for you, screw them, right? Like, you don't need those bad vibes, right? Yeah. I have the Moon card that comes out here, and there's that Five of Wands too. We have a lot of fives on here. That may be of significance to some of you. You may want to look up, I just saw 11:22 on the clock right there. You may want to look up 555 and the meanings behind that. You can just look it up on the Google. It's easy. But this Moon energy, it's Cancerian energy, and this is someone, there's like a deep-seated, and look at that, the sun right under that. You got the sun and the moon together. Oh, and there's the Tower. Woof. All right, more about that in a minute. And I've got the Hermit there too. Did I see that? Yes, I did. And there's the Death card. Good job. You're someone who has had these underlying feelings for a while now, a minimum of 3 months, probably longer, where you've known that you weren't in the right place and that you were wasting time by being here. But you may have loved the relationships that you had with some of these people, some of them not. But there was someone who was quite devoted to a previous pathway, and all of a sudden something shifts in you with that Wheel of Fortune energy. Probably happened during Sagittarius season, the month of December maybe, where you were like, you know what? This isn't worth it. This isn't worth my time. This isn't worth my energy. With the Sun card out here, that's an energy of healing. It's coming out of depression. It's having a lot more energy than you've had in a while. You may have been tired. You may have been exhausted for a while. There's a shift that's happening for you. Now I have the Hermit here. Yes, this is someone who's very close to a higher power. This is someone who spends a lot of time in prayer and meditation. This is someone who trusts in a higher power. I think that whoever you are, you've prayed about this. Am I doing the right thing? Is this going to be the right solution for me in my life? Is this going to be the right choice? And I think, yes, it is. With this Tower energy and this Death energy, though, we have a lot of changes coming towards whoever you are. That's Scorpio twice out there. You may have been feeling this way since Scorpio season. I feel like whoever you are, though, it's really come to a head during the month of December of 2021 for you. Let me get another deck out real quick. I'm going to use this traditional deck here. I just want to know a little bit. Yes, I've got the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of this deck. Good job. And I've got the Ten of Wands out on the bottom of this deck too. Nicely done. You've got two tens out there. Tens are cycles of completion, right? You've always, and I've got the Two of Cups out here too. You may have a new partner coming towards you. There's the Nine of Pentacles, and there's the Hierophant again. My goodness, you got a lot of repeats in here. I've got the High Priestess on the other side over here. You've always had a deep understanding and a deep knowing that you were meant to do this on your own. You were meant to go into business for yourself, or you were meant to share these unique gifts and talents with the world. This is going to be very financially profitable for you guys, whoever you are. It feels like this may be an energy of you buying a home or just a real creation of stability in your life. It feels like you turning your back on this previous commitment enables you to commit to yourself. I want to know, I think what actually gets this off the ground though, is you're going to end up meeting someone who's like the perfect partner for you in whatever this business endeavor is. And it's going to be happening pretty quickly. It may be someone that you already know, you may be friends with. Whoever they are, they've watched your business either grow or they've watched what you do from afar. They want to come and they want to partner with you. Good. And I've got the Lovers card here. The Lovers is a card of choice. It's Gemini energy. But this is someone who's being forced to make a decision. Am I going to stick with the status quo, what I've been doing for so long, where I'm feeling a little bit discontent, maybe not making the money that I want to make, maybe dealing with some toxic coworkers, maybe dealing with some toxic bosses, something like that. I don't know. Or just something that is, like I said, chunking up your energy, right? And not allowing you to focus on what you really feel you should focus on. And there's someone here who has a deep feeling of what they should be doing with their lives. Again, you may be an artist, you may be an entrepreneur, you may be someone with some brilliant business ideas, and it feels like by working for someone else, you've been kind of undercutting yourself here. And this Lovers is a card of choice. This says, are you all in or are you all out? You're going to be asking yourself, can I commit to myself, or do I want to continue to commit to this other situation? I think you're going to make the right decision. I think that it gets easier for you after you make the decision to really commit to yourself. And it's like, as soon as you make the decision to commit to whatever it is you want to do with your life and how you want to do it, that's when somebody comes to join you. That's when the right person comes along to meet you in whatever this is. I want to know a little bit more about this Tower energy, and then I'm going to cut you loose. Well, would you look at that? This is someone who has, I'm reading for somebody who has to learn to stand up for themselves and what they want. But the 10 of Cups comes out with that Tower, another 10. And we have somebody who is about to experience a lot of emotional stability, emotional help. You've got financial security, you've got emotional, I'm hearing completion, but abundance as well. The 10 of Pentacles can be marriage. It can be a happy family. It's about the happiest card you can get other than the Sun, right? As far as emotional fulfillment. This Tower energy, I think this is when maybe your life shifts in a way that you really didn't see it coming. I think these are really positive cards, guys. If this is you and you're about to jump down this rabbit hole, or you've been feeling like this urge to break away and do something on your own, if this resonates at all, I feel like this is going to be a very profitable venture for you that is, it redirects the course of your life. So the Tower is all about course redirection. It's an energy that comes in, knocks us down to our knees, tears apart all the foundations that we've ever known, and forces us to rebuild in a way that's more authentic to ourselves, right? This Death energy is a card of transformation, right? Change. Here's the real truth, and I really think this is going to be the hardest part for you to accept about any of this. It's not your self-confidence, which usually it is. Like usually when somebody is kind of pumping the brakes on doing on a major change in their life, there's usually a lack of self-confidence. I don't see that here in you. What I'm seeing, the greatest obstacle here seems to be someone's inability to let go of the people that they work with, or their inability to let go. Yeah, that's what it is, I think. And someone who has given too much of themselves for too long. With the Ace of Cups in the reverse, this is like, whatever this is over here, this situation that you have been in for some time that you want to get out of, it feels like it's been sucking you dry. It's just been draining you out, right? And there hasn't been a lot of fulfillment. There hasn't been a lot of positivity. And I think somebody here gets tired of it. But there's, what was I saying? There's an energy of codependency here with someone and the people that they work with, or something, them not wanting to let go of them in some way. I think that's your biggest obstacle. I think that's the hurdle. But like I said, these people are going to love you. If they love you, they're going to love you whether you wear that sweater or not, whether you work at this place or not. You know, these are the people who have your back no matter what. I do feel like there is a lot of love and support from some of these people towards you, and some of these energies are rather toxic. It may be both. But you are someone who's finally recognizing your worth and your value to yourself. And I think that makes all the difference in the world. If you are, if this resonates with you, go on ahead and do it. You have so many positive cards here. It's really just taking the leap. It's really just deciding to jump down the rabbit hole. And I think you're ready. All right, that was your reading for today. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you all. I love doing personal readings for you guys. I love meeting you. I love hearing your stories. And I really appreciate you allowing me to read your cards today. Have a wonderful day.